What's up, my homies? Welcome back to Rimworld. Hope your day's gone well. Mine's been pretty how do I even describe this? Mine has been a mixture of just about everything. I was at home today working. What I technically wasn't supposed to be at home working, but I decided to stay home. My boss was on vacation. I said, "Fuck it, man. I'm staying home too." And during that time, uh, I decided to go on a jog at around like 2 o'clock because the jog route that I usually take has it's my utility bills office is on the same route. So I figured I'd kill two birds with one stone because I haven't worked out for a few days, and I thought, well, today would be a good day for a jog and to get my utility bill paid. And my lord, man, was it a rough jog? Because here in Indiana today, it was I don't know, man. I think it was somewhere around like 92 or 93 degrees, with like 90% humidity outside at a minimum, with absolutely no air movement at all. In an overcast, it was it was just hell, man. So I got that paid off. And usually whenever I jog to a local park, camp out there for a few minutes, maybe an hour, and eventually jog back. By the time I made it back home, man, I was completely dead. And I took a shower, jumped in my bed, had about an hour's worth of cat nap. Man, it felt so good because the bedroom was nice and cool, and my comforter, it's the type of comforter where the outside material is like silk. It's one of those really comfy down comforters, you know. And the bedroom was nice and dark. It was just fucking perfect, man. But I'm still kind of feeling it because my knee's a little sore today. I've got bad knees. Years of basketball and cross country have finally caught up to me, I think. But overall, though, I'm feeling a lot better than I was earlier today. So, yeah, man, it's been an interesting day. So, okay, let's get into this here. But yeah, man, I hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you're staying cool. We left off last episode with a realization that we might be able to create what I've kind of described as a chiller plant. Okay. And again, to explain real quick where that idea came from, I work at a university, and the university I work at makes use of these things called chiller plants. And it essentially consolidates most HVAC operations down to like a single source where your cool air comes only from one spot but feeds all of the different buildings. Okay. Well, what I'm thinking I'm going to do here kind of revolves around that type of consolidated concept where these walls right here I'm going to take out. Okay. And out here, like, this will be one wall, and I'm gonna relocate the storage stuff to some other place. I don't know where yet. We'll figure that out. But I'm gonna relocate those shelves and everything right there, and then open up the roof right here, because the AC units that I'm gonna install all along this wall are gonna be exhausted out of the roof. Okay, and essentially what I'm trying to do here is get ahead of these stupid chem fuel generator quadrants and the temperatures, because as you can see in here, now granted right now it's better because I've turned on this wall unit, and this is the thing that kind of led to this idea or this realization, is whenever I turn these on, the temperature in this quadrant right here went from like 245 degrees Fahrenheit all the way down to where it is now, which is like 128 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, and I bet once I press the play button, we'll see that it's still going down, I bet. So that got me thinking, well, okay, if it only takes that amount of AC units to drop the temperature in a quadrant like this from 245 down to 1 whatever, then what would happen then if I deck out an entire wall here, 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 and then here, here, with nothing but AC units, and open up these walls to essentially create an entire room, just a big damn room. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. And I don't know how cold it'll get, because these things, these right here, and these I think too, right? Yeah. These, and these are all set to negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the first time I've ever done something like that, because up to that point I had them set to like negative 4 degrees, which is usually what I do for my freezer areas. So I kind of thought to myself, well, okay, there's no real reason, I guess, to go below negative 4, but apparently there is, because the moment I put these down to negative 20, that's when the rooms finally started to change in temperature, and that's the first time it's happened ever since having these quadrants like I have. I've never been able to get them to go below, 200 and something. So it's kind of a penny drop moment for me. But yeah, man, that's what we're going to do. And I think the first thing that we need to do first is relocate these storage units that are along these walls. And that's not going to be an easy task, because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to have to kind of think that through a little bit. Right now I do have some areas that I can use. Like, for example, I've got this room all the way out here that I could probably figure some things out with. I've got this room, despite the fact that I was going to wind up using that as more waste pack atomizers. Just not really sure yet how I can go about doing this. Okay, so we've got 14 along this wall, 14 shelves, I mean. And I'm sitting here looking at this space thinking maybe I can move some of those things like right there. Plan this out to see if it looks okay. How many is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And honestly, I don't think a little bit of a downsizing would hurt us, because I think we've got plenty of flexibility there. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I suppose if we come back at some point, we can always change things around, I guess. I think that makes about as much sense as I can come up with, because one reason I put these here a long time ago is because they were within proximity to the not only the fab benches, but also just, you know, the workers in general. It seemed like a equidistant type of location for these types of things, you know? That's the right word that I'm thinking of. But where basically the shells were within proximity to the majority of activity. So if they were walking around to certain places, they would always be within proximity to some of these shelves that would have materials that they could always use, is what I'm getting at. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do for now. So, go ahead and build the copies here. looks... It almost looks like I may have done something stupid with... I don't know if I'm seeing things clearly or if I'm just... my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it almost looks like this basin station here may have been plotted wrong. Maybe not necessarily wrong, but in a different pattern, I guess, is what I'm trying to explain. So, I guess that means that we'll have to place these differently for now. Let's just get them out of the way somewhere. Let's see, we'll put this... yeah, just put them up here. I'll get them out of the way, and if I need to, I can redo that growing basin pattern and get a little more consistent with the others. There we go. Okay, so now what I want to do is this. Yeah, let's figure out what these are set to first. All right, man, there we go. So now once those are built, we'll deconstruct these shelves that are out here in these rooms. Get that stuff moved over onto the new shelves. And then start in on this. If this works out, man, I think it's really going to kind of change a lot of stuff around here. What's going on there? What happened there? Weird. Something must have destroyed the... Now what? By the way, we've got some storms going on right now. I think it's mostly just thunder. So if I lose power here in a bit, man, well, I guess you know what that means. I haven't lost power yet, though, thankfully. Come on, Nixon. Get a nap. Here. Yes! 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 Oh shit! Alright, let's see where this is. Man, that makes my day. Kick ass, man. Okay, so I better save this before I lose power and something stupid happens. Alright, man. Kick ass. That is great. Now we'll get another Mechanitor, man. It looks... I think our people might have started leaving for Kikaspis. I think. Yeah, there they are. Come on, Shep, leave him alone. Guys, I hate to do this, man, but because of the rain and the storms and everything, I want to get off here. I might wind up shutting my computer down. And I hate doing this, man, because I was kind of wanting to play this, but it's Better to be safe than sorry. But when we get back in the next episode, we'll continue our work here, and we'll go over there and get that Mechanitor. That'll be fun. So, till next time, guys, stay safe, and I will see you on the flip flop.